So it's 2019. We're in a new place. Obviously, I have new lighting. You know, you have to invest in yourself if you want people to invest in you, or you have to invest in yourself, period. So this is the first rant of 2018. What year is it? It's the first rant of 2019. First, I have to know what year I'm in. So we're just gonna get it started like this. Okay, so this rant is for the friends that get married and have babies early as you're rude and you're selfish. Okay, because you invite me to these things knowing good and well I don't have no money. Okay, don't be getting married at like 20, 21, 22 and then inviting your friends to stuff, and I go to look on your registry and y'all at nice places like Macy's, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, and any other Caucasian store that's expensive, okay? And I realize when I get there, y'all been scanning y'all's lives away, okay? Y'all want all the expensive things. Y'all don't have nothing on your registry like gum, okay? Because that is what I can afford, okay? So I'm looking at your registry trying to be a supportive friend, and I'm sweating, and y'all know I wear natural deodorant, so I'm sweating, my pit stains is showing because I am nervous. I'm looking at my Wells Fargo account, and I'm like, okay, how much can I pay for this gift before I have to go to the gas station and put $5 on two? Okay, because I'm broke. Okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to wait to have babies, wait to fall in love and get married until all your friends are salaried. Okay? Now, this doesn't really apply to me now because I'm salaried, but I had a whole bunch of friends that decided to have babies and get married when I was in college. So now I'm looking at the lady at the register like, you know what? I'm gonna come back. I really like that over there, but I'm gonna come back. And I'm gonna double check with her to see if she really meant to scan that. But I like that one over there. Okay, hold that for me. Hold, I'll be back. No, I'm going, well, I'm not coming back until I'm salaried. And you know, I've realized in relationships, some of y'all keep hopping from relationship to relationship, and I don't really know why. Have you all never heard of healing? You gotta heal your spirit. You gotta lick your wounds for a little bit, and you gotta heal your spirit. Don't keep hopping from relationship to relationship, because if you get hurt in one relationship, or that relationship, you know, has its own stuff going on, you need to heal from that. You need to get over it. You need to think it through. What was my downfall in that relationship? Don't just keep going to the next relationship not critically thinking about stuff. You know, some of y'all are bag ladies and bag men. You know, you go into the next relationship with 2 carry-ons, a duffel bag, and 2 free check bags. I don't understand. Okay? Carry light. Don't nobody got time to be carrying all your bags and theirs. It's just too much. It's just too much. I've heard about this whole discussion with women that are independent, and quite frankly, I am offended. I'm offended. Like, I don't know why there is such a stigma about women being independent, because if we weren't independent, y'all would complain about that we are moochers, we're leeches, we don't do for ourselves. So what's so bad about an independent woman? You have to learn how to stand alone before you can stand with someone else. And I feel like that's what independent women do. You know, speaking for myself, my dad wasn't in my life majority of my life, you know, not by his choice, but I was raised by a single mother. I was raised by my grandmother, who is hell. And if you've ever had the privilege of meeting my grandmother, you know that she is far from the coddling type. She is a sweet lady. We bake cookies. She knows how to sew. She bakes cakes and all that great thing. But my grandma will shoot it to you straight. Okay? I was raised by independent women. So that's the only thing I know how to be. And that's the only thing I've ever seen. For people, and especially men, to say, you know, these women too independent. Well, what do you want, honey? Do you want an infant? Because I'm a grown woman, okay? I don't need you to bottle feed me. I don't need you to spoon feed me. If we're going on a date and you ask me, be a gentleman and pay for it. But at the same time, I don't need you paying for everything. I'm working for what I have. And if you're young like I am, you're working for what you have. Both of us are not rich right now. I'm not expecting you to pay for my life. And I'm not expecting you to come in and take over my life. So if you are one of those men that say, women are too independent or you don't like independent women, that means you haven't figured out, nor have you asked her, how can I be of assistance to you? It sounds like you came in and was just trying to take over. Because be clear, she been doing it by herself or she been doing it her way for a long time. You new around here. You just been getting by. I've been running things since I was 15. Okay, that's the Atlanta in me, sorry. Seriously, just ask her, what can you do to help? Like, how can you be of assistance to her? Because I hate to say it, but she doesn't need you. She wants you. And honestly, you should be far more happy about that than her needing you. Because a woman that needs you is only going to be a headache. But a woman that wants you is only going to multiply what you already have and what she already has. So think about that. Is it just me, or is it that having older parents is like having toddlers? You have to teach them things. You have to teach them things to say and what not to say. You have to teach them how to use technology. You have to teach them how to act around people. Like, for instance, my mother sometimes, and she's a sweet, sweet woman, sometimes said things that are culturally inappropriate and insensitive. And I'm like, Mom, you can't say that, okay? That's been dubbed politically incorrect. And instead of fixing herself, she says, oh, honey, I'm just talking to you. Mom, can't do that. Are y'all's parents like that? My mom cannot be the only one. And maybe it's like a generational thing, and maybe we're the more sensitive generation. But our parents are crazy. They're nuts. Second thing, they don't understand technology. Like, the things that make sense to us just don't make sense to them. My mom cannot remember her Instagram login and password to save her life. My mother currently has 3 to 4 Instagram accounts, all of them different renditions of her name. Mom, why do you do this? You're embarrassing me. And stop friend requesting my friends from your different aliases. It's embarrassing, okay? Learn how this works. I've literally had to go in and delete all of her accounts except one. And there's one account that honestly I think still exists, but nobody has the password or username for. I can't be the only one out here. I can't be the only one. Another thing, my mom refuses to use the correct name for things. She renames people, she renames things, and then she gets upset when I'm looking at her like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, girl, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't. Actually, I'm very confused. I'm very confused, and seeing as though you don't know the name for it, we both just don't know what we're talking about right now. So I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna exit this conversation because I'm now confused. I gotta go. All right, thanks. They're nuts. They're nuts. That's why I'm not ready to be a mom yet, because my mom is my daughter. But I know you understand, and I know you can relate. So take care of your parents, because they're nuts. I've definitely learned that happiness is something that you have to choose, because it's not something that you can steal. It's not something that you can bribe for. It's not something that you are entitled to. You have to choose to be happy. Sometimes we allow ourselves to feel sorry for ourselves, but you have to actively choose to be happy. If there's anything in your life that doesn't align with what feels good, you have to get rid of it. Because life is no dress rehearsal. I don't know where that quote came from, but it has stuck with me since I've heard it. You don't get a second chance for this. Like, you either live it or you don't. You don't get a time machine. You don't get a redo button. You don't get a reset. Whatever you want to do, you have to do it now. And that is why I chose to eat that chocolate chip cookie when I wanted it. I realized it was now or never, and it was just calling me and looking at me with its sultry eyes. And I said, you know, you really only live one time, and I needed to go after what I wanted, and I went after that chocolate chip cookie. And it was great. And it wasn't on a cheat day. And that's okay, because I'm still fine. Good day.